A Calgary massage therapist now faces 3 additional charges of sexual assault. On Monday, December 14, 2015, Brad MCLELLAN was arrested and charged with the charge following a sexual assault of a 25-year-old woman a few days prior. Following the press release issued Thursday, December 17, 2015, 3 women between the ages of 20 and 50 came forward to the Calgary Police with allegations that they too had been sexually assaulted during the course of a massage appointment. The assaults are alleged to have taken place between September and December of 2015 at both the Centennial Wellness Clinic at 520 3rd Ave Southwest and the Proactive Health Group at 602 12th Ave Southwest. The 2 clinics have been very cooperative during this investigation with the police. Further investigation by the Calgary Police Service Sex Crimes Unit has led to the addition of 3 counts of sexual assault against Brad MCLELLAN, bringing the total to date to 4 counts of sexual assault. MCLELLAN will appear before court to speak to all of these charges on Friday, February 12, 2016. The Calgary Police Service encourages all victims of sexual assault or any crime to report to police. The identity of sexual assault victims is protected under law, and anyone who comes forward to the police can be assured their identity will not be released to the public. Victims are encouraged to call 911 for crimes in progress or immediately thereafter.
Obviously, this is before the courts now, but can you kind of go through what the general theme as to what kind of transpired was? Like, it seems like they're in quite a vulnerable position. So is this a massage appointment, and say as much as you can about kind of what transpired?
So it was a massage appointment that was made with Brad MCLELLAN. The client went in for a massage, and during the massage they were sexually assaulted by Brad MCLELLAN.
You say there's 4 counts, so is that each count pertains to
A separate
each woman that has filed a complaint?
We have 4 separate victims that came forward, and there's 1 charge for each victim that came forward. So 4 women, 1 charge for each.
Can you talk about if you think that there would be other victims, and do you think that there would be something in holding people back from coming forward?
We're not sure if there's other victims. With the press release, I'd like to thank the public and the media, of course, for bringing this forward, because we did have more victims come forward thanks to you. That being said, I know that it's tough for victims to come forward, but with the crime of sexual assault, your name and your identity cannot be published in the media. I just want all victims of sexual assault to be aware of that, and that we can't publish their names, including during court. They have to be held back.
Have you noticed that there is some fear, even among the people that have come forward, that they would, they wouldn't be protected?
It is. It's, victims and being re-victimized by the system that we go through. They're amazing to come forward, the victims, but we have to protect them as well, and that's why the law is in place to protect the victim and their privacy.
One thing that's come out in some media reports is that the accused has spoken and kind of blamed the victim or denied what's happened and said,
right,
that one of the victims tipped and rebooked another appointment. What can you say to that?
Everyone has a right to speak to the media. That being said, re-victimizing the victim, I don't support that. I think if a victim comes forward, they should be thanked for their bravery in coming forward to report to the police and going through with the investigative process. Re-victimizing, it's tough on the victim.
There's also people who've come forward and said that police are ruining his life by laying the charges, and here's a well-respected massage therapist. Can you just speak to what the bar is to lay a charge like this? This isn't something.
We do a complete investigation before we charge anyone with sexual assault or any other charges under the criminal code. We need to do a complete investigation, speak to the victim, any witnesses, speak to the accused. We have a complete story before moving forward. We'd never haphazardly lay a charge.
In these cases, it must often come down to the victim's word against the alleged accuser's word. Is this very tough to prove and to get to the bottom of what occurs in these cases oftentimes?
Some sexual assaults are tough to prove because it's he said, she said, but there is other evidence that we can bring forward as well. It's not always he said, she said. There's often other things involved as well.
So in this case, does police service feel pretty confident that you have a lot of evidence?
We are confident in the evidence that we brought forward to the courts, yes.
And in your experience, do you find that once it, as appears to be the case here, one person comes forward and says, this happened, do you often see, if it's somebody that it's not, contained within a certain family group or something like that, is it often the case where you will see other people come forward, if it's a more public, kind of situation like this, and say, that happened to me too? Like, does it give them courage to hear the story come out?
I think when one victim comes forward, it gives other victims courage to come forward. I think there's support in numbers. I appreciate all these victims coming forward. I think they're extremely brave to do so, and they're doing amazing things to bring forward their stories and what they brought forward.
Is Mr. MCLELLAN still working right now? Is he actively taking clients? giving
I can't
massages?
comment on that, but you're welcome to look it up. I'm sure it's on the net somewhere. Sorry.
I know we can't speak to the victims, and they obviously don't want their identities known.
Correct.
Just if you can speak to how they're doing, any impact on them.
I have a hard time speaking for the victims. I think they are coming forward to the police and working with the investigator that was assigned to them. I think they are very happy with the investigation that's being done. I think they're very brave, and this might be part of the healing process for them as well. At least that's my hope.
But they're probably very traumatized, understandably.
Absolutely. Going through this and being sexually assaulted by your massage therapist obviously is very traumatizing. It's not what you expect when you go in.
This isn't really, or maybe you can speak to, is this the norm? This is a position of trust, so comparatively speaking, is this something that's more unusual?
I would say it's unusual. I've been in this area for 2 years. I haven't seen it. I would say it's very rare. Maybe 10 years ago there might have been another case. I haven't heard of any since then.
Were they one-time clients, or were they repeat customers?
Until the incident.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were repeat customers before the incident. I know after they were sexually assaulted, they may have made another appointment, but they definitely did not go back for those appointments.
Can you talk about where the investigation kind of goes from here?
From here, we've concluded our investigation. There's 4 charges that have gone forward for 4 different victims. If we have other victims that come forward, we will investigate those as a separate investigation from these as well.
And sir, can you just explain, because some people don't understand in the general public, why this man wouldn't be in custody right now, and why he would just have a promise to appear as opposed to being processed?
As opposed to being processed. You have to have a certain level before you can hold someone in custody, and with this type of charge, it just doesn't reach that threshold for him to be held in custody till court.
Good. Anything else? No? Thank you.
Great. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.